Right there, 54 miles. Let's go.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing on second down. Newton, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 36, 33.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Wait, that green 80. 46. I got one. Spot.
Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Watch motion. Watch motion.
Hey, foxtrot. 72.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7, Broncos nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
20.
They start the drive with Cook.
You ain't going nowhere.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check the 8.
A toss to Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Gun.
54, right there. 54 miles.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Check. Watch 54. And we heavy on the edges. Great.
Watch out.
20.
Watch it.
Kill.
Wall.
8.
Keep wall.
Here we go.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Look at him.
54. I'm coming at
8. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey,
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's coming. We got double up.
Cook with a first down and much more. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got?
Great.
Give me something. Here we go. Mike's 54. Hey.
20.
Hey. Shit.
8.
Kill. Tighten up.
8.
Again, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
To throw on third down. Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. These two teams all tied after 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Haywood. All right, here we go. Hey, check it.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Fighting through, and he's got space. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. 8. Let's see what you got.
Switch. Switch. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go. Here we go.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better break. Gun.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Mike's 54.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Mike 5-4.
20.
Mike 5-4.
8.
Check 15.
Look at it.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm scared. Hatchet. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
8. Express.
I got you.
Ready.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Newton able to get this to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Get that ball. 8. Check. Right now.
Express.
Hey, switch gears.
Kill. Hey, turn it out.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing is Brady on third down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. And you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Wait, that 29. South of 46.
Cut. Check 43.
Hey, 166.
On second down, it's Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 46. Mike.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Focus, defense, focus.
What is it?
Newton to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
That's it. What is it?
Right there, 54 Mike.
Go, 8. Watch the safety crease.
Hey, watch it. Check
20.
Levante David in on the tackle.
That's it.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Ready. Look at it.
Check. Watch 54.
8. Give me that ball, defense. 20.
Throwing again is Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the outright, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gay is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Single slot.
Gun.
45, Mike, 45. Here we go. Showing it. Check. Hey, look.
20.
Check 31. Check
7.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Motion. Go bandit.
This is Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run it with Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd. And goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Wait, that 380! Sugar! Hey, Echo!
On your team.
Here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait, 8. Watch the whip. Slam, slam, slam.
Check 99.
20.
Check, check, check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check my 45. 8.
Check 45.
Express.
Check 45 tonight.
Stay with your man. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 8. Get it.
Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 64 yards.
8. Get that quarterback. Sit. Back.
On 1st down, Roach, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
180. Great.
Now on second and 16. Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Newton. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Tight dog. Check it back. Hey! Check.
Express!
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Check the hot read.
What is it?
They'll run for it. Cook. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Dalvin Cook turned away on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check. Lucky. Check 24. Check 24.
Go Bandit! Rip!
On second down, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Play action, now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Check 45 to Mike. Switch up. Hey! 45 to Mike.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. This quick pass complete to Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Newton. A quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Gun. 8. Check. 20. 36. 8.
This winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
53.
Check my 46. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
50. Shadow.
Again, it's Jones. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.